How sci-fi thriller Renner was a new challenge for Frankie Muniz, explained by actor and director. It's a tremendous trust fall. Frankie Muniz stars in a new sci-fi movie Renner, and though he's excited to branch out into the genre, the actor explains how this was also a challenge for him almost 3 decades into his career. Muniz got his big break starring as Malcolm on the hit series Malcolm in the Middle when he was just 15 years old. He grew up in the public eye, also taking on the role of Agent Cody Banks in 2 feature films. Now, fans of his can see him in a role that is very different from his wholesome ones, which he found to be a challenge, but a welcome one. In his new sci-fi thriller Renner, Muniz plays a computer genius who has built an AI with the hopes of creating a life coach that will help others. What he doesn't realize, at least not at first, is that he accidentally programmed his manipulative and overprotective mother into the code. Screen Rant interviewed Frankie Muniz and director Robert Ripperger about Renner, and Muniz specifically discussed stepping into a new genre and why this role was an unexpected challenge for him. The duo also detailed what it is that sets Renner apart from other AI movies. Of course, Muniz also took time to tease the upcoming Malcolm in the Middle revival. "I didn't realize how much of a challenge it would be until I showed up set." Renner marks Muniz's first time being in a sci-fi movie, which is something he was excited about. "If I'm this excited to read the script, I can't imagine what the movie will be like." Muniz goes on to explain that each act explores a different version of his character, Renner. "The movie I thought I was reading on pages 1 through 20 versus page 20 to 50 versus the last 30 pages, I definitely didn't expect it to go there." He also reveals that while he loves a challenge, he was not prepared for how much of one it would be, saying, "I love the idea of that challenge. Granted, I didn't realize how much of a challenge it would be until I showed up on set." Muniz also praises Ripperger, claiming that he pulled the best out of him and exclaiming, "I'm really thrilled at how it turned out." Ripperger turns the tables on Muniz, praising him as well. "I think a lot of people also don't appreciate how hard it is to be an actor. I mean, the vulnerability, the amount of pressure. The camera is ultimately looking one place through the whole movie, and it's on Frankie the entire time with this movie. It's a tremendous trust fall between actor and director. This is a film not so much about AI, but it's a film about loss and what we use to fill that hole. AI is a hot topic right now, and one that we are starting to see a lot of movies and series touching base on, but Renner does something unique with it. As director Robert Ripperger details, this is a film not so much about AI, but it's a film about loss and what we use to fill that hole." He explains that the movie shines a light on how AI and other tools like this in a digital world can become a replacement for that. Ripperger says Renner is about what it is to be human, which was a key piece that, when I came on as director, I was really saying, this is my focus with the story. Muniz adds that what he loves about this movie is that it is something we are seeing in real life with AI. Everyone's kind of searching for, not a cure-all, but he was trying to do good. He goes on to explain that Renner's plan was to make something that would help people with whatever they want to achieve, but he programmed his overbearing, over-controlling mother in it, and it affected him in a pretty interesting way. "Do you believe the AI? Do you believe the girl? I think you will be surprised when you finally figure it out." He compares this to the real world, saying that certain A's or certain tools that you have, you are going to see biased programming in it from whoever the programmer was. Muniz continues to detail the things that he loves about Renner, adding, "There's a long time in the movie, or parts of the movie where you don't know who to believe. Do you believe the AI? Do you believe the girl? I think you will be surprised when you finally figure it out. You're going to see everybody and figure out where they've been and what they're doing." We couldn't talk to Muniz without asking about the Malcolm in the Middle revival, which is said to be only 4 episodes. Fans have been waiting a long time to see the return of the Wilkerson family, so only getting 4 episodes may be a little disappointing, but Muniz explains why the series is so short. It was originally pitched as a 2-hour movie, and for the sake of it being a Disney Plus series, it's 4 30-minute episodes, but it's really one storyline. While he cannot give too many details about the show, he did reveal that you're going to see everybody and figure out where they've been and